G'day folks, it's Cortezerino. The Aquatic update is upon us, so it's time to give the base some upgrades. So 1.13 is not without its problems, mainly to do with my texture pack. My custom skies have gone, I have invisible horses, and I feel I should probably mention the vines. I think you might notice them, so let's just say there is an issue there. I have to redo it. Basically, my texture pack is what will be the default textures in Minecraft. So I got the cool dye right, but I changed it a fair bit. So I took out the blocks I didn't like the new andesite. I didn't like that, so I put the old andesite back in and did a few other things, like I cleaned up the clear glass. I took a lot of the streaks out of that, and yeah, there's a bit went into it. But now, yeah, lots of it's not working, so that has to be redone, and I just haven't gotten around to it. But what do I mean about Aquatic update? Renovations to the base. Well, there is certain things like this twirly-whirly walkway, which I think looks really cool, but I have been playing with this base for 3 or 4 months now, and I tend to get sick of walking up this thing all the time. So we're going to need some bubble column elevators to get up here. And getting down's easy enough. I can just fly down. And you might have noticed I've been doing a lot of work on the base. It's probably been about 3 weeks since I've shown the base on a video. So it might, and I've been doing a lot of tutorials and stuff. So you probably think, well, Cortez hasn't been doing very much on the server. Well, I've been doing heaps. I've made a double blaze spawner, a double blaze farm, which we might not get to this episode. But I've done a lot of work on the base. I've continued the twirl all the way around. You can see it's turned into a roof now rather than a walkway. And it's going to keep going up and up and up. And we'll try and get some more done on the walls of the base this episode, if we can, because I really want to get rid of those torches on the twirly-whirly walkway. At the moment, I can't really light them up from the floor, so I need to put a wall in and put the lights on the wall. But mainly, this episode, we are working on the water down below here. Now, you might remember a few episodes ago, I put greenery down here. I put grass, and I've got some more on that side. Let's run around there. So it basically looked like this grass I've got over here with some green carpet on the top of these guys. But the idea was that I would get animals spawn up here, passive mobs, because I'm in the middle of a plains biome, but I've cleared out all the water. So I thought, oh yeah, I'll just get some passive mobs spawning up here all the time. That was an epic failure because our spawn is a plains biome, so all the animals there, I guess, are stopping animals from spawning up here. So I took out all the grass I had down below, and I will be taking out this as well, but I got kind of used to being able to get in and out of these domes a lot easier, because this dome and the one on the other side where I've got little micro farms, there was no real easy way of getting in and out to them. Like, I punched a little hole in the wall here, but that was pretty dodgy. So I was enjoying having a bit of grass around here just to walk around. So I've been mapping out a little area where I'm basically going to build the walls down, and I'm going to keep that bit of grass, maybe put some bushes in, but that way I can get in and out of these domes a lot easier. And this is where I've been doing most of my work, actually. Underneath these domes, which I'll show you in a tick. So yep, been mapping it out this side too, and we'll just drop the walls down, and that will be the new stand. What do you call them? Foundations for our domes. But let's have a look down here, because there is tons and tons I've been doing. So before, I was just ender pearling up and down through here, and I've still got this big hole, but I have put in some proper walkways. We've got a little staircase here, another one on the other side. Finally got a netherwort farm. I needed netherwort for the blaze farms I was working on. Pretty easy. I got a button here that drops those pistons and water pushes them all to the front. Got hoppers underneath these slabs. And I built this before the aquatic update. So if I'd built it after, I probably would have used trapdoors instead of those pistons, because we can release water with trapdoors now. So that would have been cool. But anyway, anything that goes in those hoppers ends up in these chests. Over here, we got some brand new stuff. I got, what do you call these? Are they sea pickles? They are sea pickles. I've got a little farm for them. Now, this is nothing crazy. I had ideas for making it kind of like a flower farm where the... and I'll show you how it works in case you don't know. You bone meal these guys and they make more sea pickles. And you've got to have it on coral that's underneath the water. So I've got some blue coral down there. So I was kind of... Oh, better put my armor back on. I always forget that. So I wanted to set up like a flower farm where the bone meal spits up from the bottom and then all the coral shakes and it gets collected by a hopper minecart. But I haven't done that here because like my skelly spawner is a long way away and I don't want to be bringing bone meal here all the time. So I might do a similar farm over at my skelly spawner. But yeah, this room actually isn't looking very nice. So I brought some coral with me. We're going to try out just mixing in some of the coral blocks into the walls here, and they should die as soon as I put them anywhere without water. What are you going to look like? Oh yeah, they sort of fit in. Hang on, let me put a few more of these. Yeah, I don't hate it. It still needs something else, maybe a little bit of a better ceiling up there just to make it look a bit nicer. But yeah, there's that farm, and I've also put in cactus farms. I've got one on each side here. I think they look pretty cool. There's no glass in the way here. I can jump down if I want to, but all the cactus just flow down in the hoppers. They get shot up, and these chests are just for overflow. So most of the cactus goes into some little hidden furnaces I've got here, and yes, another aquatic update problem. See, I've got my mushroom farm here that I was using for fuel for these furnaces, but yeah, mushroom blocks no longer can be used as fuel. It's not a big deal. I've got the blaze spawner now. I could bring blaze rods in, or I might do a kelp farm nearby to make fuel for these guys. Basically, fuel goes in the top chest, and all the cactus gets sent down into the furnace first and can be smelted away. So I've got lots of green dye sitting down the bottom. Ooh, I've got carpets in there, cool. And anything that can't fit in the furnace will eventually go into the overflow chests. So that's pretty cool, and I don't mind that this mushroom block farm can't be used as fuel anymore because we can use it as building blocks. Like the white stem of the mushroom is going to be a really cool building block. So I'll keep this here, that's fine. I've got my mushroom farm for that. And I had to put a light in here, so we turn it off when we want to grow mushrooms. But I need the light down here because curiosity got the better of me. See, in 1.13 we can no longer put buttons on hoppers, and that's how I was stopping mobs from spawning. But I thought, well, since we can't do it anymore, what happens if you push a button? That's what happens. So yeah, I lost a button there. So we had to move the light, but that's okay. And eventually I'll probably just go ahead and break all these buttons, but I'll keep them there for the time being. So yes, I've done lots and lots of work down the bottom here, decorated the floor a little bit. We've got lots and lots of little mini farms. I probably don't need to sleep. Actually, I won't sleep just yet. Someone else might, but I want to show you a little bit of what I'm going to do in the water down here. Now, you're probably thinking, oh yeah, he's going to release a bunch of fish, he's going to plant some coral and do all of that, all the classic 1.13 stuff. No, I want to be a little bit different. Look at those squid. That's another thing I want to stop. I want to stop so many squid appearing down here. But basically, I've been getting the... Oh, look at that. Got dodgy water. I'm going to get a bucket before I forget about this dodgy water. I'm actually having trouble with the new water mechanics. I haven't got it figured out just yet. Alright, where is it? There is a bad guy. Let's get him. Come on, disappear. Cool. That's one down. Where was that other one? Alright, water is fixed. I've probably got more problems on this side that I haven't noticed, but anyway, this is what I spent yesterday doing. This was a lot of work, actually. I had to dig down a few more blocks. I put sandstone all along the bottom there just to clean it up. And around the base, I had to sort of continue the walls down a little bit, just in case we can see them. And I put some archways in here. I tried putting a solid wall, and it didn't look quite right. Like, I didn't build the wall the whole way along, just a few segments. But yeah, it didn't quite like it, so I decided to go for the arches. And the good thing about the arches is it's a whole lot less building for me, so I'm happy about that. But we are going to do some decorations down the bottom here, namely with sea pickle. Well, not mostly with sea pickles, but I'm going to put some light in the floor with the sea pickles just because they don't emit too much light. And what I'm planning to do above this area is just to do sort of like a water pattern in glass. And I think you're not really going to notice the sea pickles underneath, but you will sort of get a little bit of light emanating up from down below. They don't emit very much light at all, do they? I wonder how many I'm going to need. I don't know. But yeah, we're going to get onto that. But first, I need to... How far can we throw this in the water? Am I going to make it? Yes, I am. First, I'm going to get the base of these domes all sorted out, clear out this ground, and we're going to add some glass and see what it looks like. So I've been flying around in the camera account doing a bit of a health check on the base here, because since the update, these glass item elevators work a little bit differently. If I'd had a hopper at the top to collect all the items, that wouldn't work because the hitbox of the hopper has changed and all the items would be sitting at the bottom of the hopper. But I am pretty lucky that nearly all of my glass item elevators have a water stream at the top, so the items are just flowing off nice and easy. I did have one problem. Where would it be? I think it's just in here. Yeah, from my cactus. So I did have hoppers up the top here. I placed that with a little water stream, so the items will end up in here and get pushed into the hoppers. That's the only change we have to make for 1.13. But I did find a problem. Where is it? Let's fly through some walls. Where am I here? Need to go down. Did the problem fix itself already? It was here before. No, yeah, here it is. All these guys are stuck in water. For some reason, my half slabs there got waterlogged during the update. It didn't happen on the other sides. The other sides are all fine. That's what it's supposed to look like. So, I don't know. I've got to get in here with a sponge or something and try and fix that up. That's a lot of villagers. That's probably why I am lagging so bad. But anyway, I have done tons and tons and tons of work. So I've put in this new retaining wall here, and I've got a little bit of grass up the top. I'm going to decorate that with bushes and stuff later on, but I think that's looking good. I can actually make my way around between the domes. It's going to be nice, and I've put in all the sandstone and dug this a little bit deeper. So you might be thinking, well, Cortez has just cut away for an hour or two and done all this work. No, that was about 6 hours, all of that. And we're barely even getting started. So I've done lots and lots of work here. It probably doesn't look like it because you can't see much of anything, but that's the idea. The sea pickles are now invisible, but we're getting a slight glowing from the water, which looks pretty cool. I might just sleep and we'll have a look at this in the daytime. So just above all of the sea pickles, I've put a layer of blue glass, and you can just see the sea pickles in there, but they're not too obvious. The idea of the blue glass was to make the whole area look like it has a lot more... Oh no. This happens every time I log in nowadays. I've just got to reset the texture packs. There we go. There's too much going on in the base, I think, and whenever I load up the game, that doesn't load properly. But what I've done, I've got that layer of blue glass, so I've left a section out here so you can see what it looks like. So there's water just underneath, and that gives it the really blue look, and you can't really tell how deep it is. You can just tell, but no, not really. So what I'm going to do now, once I patch that little area up, is I'm going to add another layer of glass, and this is going to be light blue, but I'm not going to do it everywhere. I'm going to be doing it just up the top in random patterns like this. And I got this idea from a YouTuber called Meg Ray. Now, her channel is about the same size as mine, but she won't stay small for long. She is far too talented for that. She does a lot of builds. Hey Muse, I'll say good day in a tick, mate. She does the really big creations. Like the one I'm basing it off, and I'll link the video in the description if you want to have a look. She did this one of a mermaid. It was really big. And she had the mermaid sitting in a pool of water, and I don't think she used any actual water for it. She was just using glass, and yeah, I did that pretty terribly. I'll do that better later, but yeah, she was just using the glass in layers like this, blue underneath with light blue up the top. And I'm going to do that, but I'm going to keep the water in there as well. And when I said I'm not going subtle, I could have lowered this all down a little bit more so that glass was under the water too, but I don't think you would have really seen it. Hang on, I want to get another look from higher up. Yeah, I just wanted to check on this. When I put the blue glass there, you can really see the sea pickles underneath, so I might be careful not to place any blue glass where the sea pickles are, but yeah, that looks terrible. That doesn't really give a good indication of what I'm going for, but I'm going to at least do one area, and I will bring you back, and we'll have a look. It is times like this that I wish I'd built myself a super smelter. I'm doing it very ghetto style at the moment, but we will get onto that eventually. We're in the camera can at the moment, so I can fly around. And I brought you back because I need an opinion. So that's only a bit of a start. I will probably break out a bit of white glass and do some small waves lapping up against the tower there. But that is the general idea of what I'm going for. Now, does that look good? I need answers in the comments, guys, before I do all the other sections. Like, it's cool, it's different, it kind of looks good as you're flying in. It looks kind of creepy. Like, I don't mind that. Have I done it properly? Like, could I do that a lot better? More glass, less glass? I don't know. And does it look better than just having the plain blue? I don't know. And I've definitely made it more difficult for myself by not placing any glass directly above one of the sea pickles. That makes it take a lot longer. And yeah, I'm kind of getting ideas, like if I do go for that, like I'm definitely not going to try and do the whole glass thing out here. That is far too much glass. It would take me forever. But if I do go for that, I could end up doing some waves lapping at the walls of the tower out here. So I don't know. But anyway, I am going to leave it here, and you guys can tell me in the comments what I'm going to do for that. So now I've got to find something else to do. So I think I have figured out what was bugging me about this. It doesn't look natural. Like, you look down on it and it's like, what is Cortez trying to accomplish here? So I have done a little bit of experimenting. On the outside of the wall, I've got some waves crashing in here, and we've got the white froth using the white stained glass, and I think this is looking really cool. It looks great, I reckon. This is my first attempt ever at doing waves, so I will get better at it, and I've got a lot of time to practice because there's a lot of distance going around this tower. But yes, definitely I am settled on this. But if you think I'm going to be putting those ripples in through my entire lake, think again. That is way too big of an area. And I can't be bothered doing all that glass. But I can do the waves crashing in on the sides here. And that kind of makes me want to build a ship as well, so I can have some waves crashing into that as well. So the question is now, well, I can do some waves on the inside, but they'll have to be a lot smaller because this wall around the outside would be breaking the wind. So some small waves on the inside. But the question is, do I put the ripples all through the insides? Or do I do it just like I have on the outside here? Just have the glass where the waves are crashing. So that's the question, guys. Like, I can do these ripples a lot better, but should I keep them all throughout the water with some little waves, or should I just do the waves? That's the question. Help me out. But that does look cool. I'm going to have a lot of fun building water features around here. Oh, and I was worried. I wasn't worried, but I just assumed that since we had the border wall up, look at all those mobs. Gosh. Since we had the border wall up here and we're playing this in 1.12, and then we upgraded to 1.13 and we dropped our wall, I just assumed none of the new mobs would spawn around here. But look at this. I'm getting fishies in my river. That's cool, and I had drowned in here before, which is uncool. And yes, look at that. Oh, a little trident drowned. He's so cute. Are you going to drop a baby trident? Or are you going to drop a grown-up trident? I've got to log in with my proper account and go get that guy. I want that trident. But the other thing that's a bit worrying, if I'm getting these guys, I am going to get phantoms. And the whole point of my base is that it's out in the open and you can fly in. And my storage room, the intention was always to have big windows here so I could fly in. My base is going to be a very, very dangerous place. Maybe I'll just have to hang golems in the windows and hope they attack them. I don't know. Right, I'm getting out of the camera account because I'm going after that little dude. Oh, this is really sad. I took too long and he's despawned. I wasn't going to kill him in the end, I was going to keep him. He was so cute. I got my name tag ready, little mate. He was going to defend my castle. From me, probably. He was going to attack me anytime I came near him, but... No, you're not him. Oh, I don't know if I'll ever be able to find a little baby drowned with a trident again. Alrighty guys, I am going to leave it here for today. Let me know your thoughts on those crazy ripples inside the walls of the base. And to Diamond Society members, if you can find a little baby drowned with a trident, name him and bring him to my place and I will pay good money. I need little baby guards to attack anyone who comes through my portal. Even me. So cheers guys, I'm Cortezerino. I'll see you later.